Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Excited to be here with you today. Um, we are going to be exploring one of the things I get really kind of up on my soapbox about today. So I'll try not to be too preachy. But it's really important to me that I give you some permission today to look at things differently, which is what I always try to do, so that you can really um, own your own journey in your life and your business and do it in a way that really feels good to you. So before we dive all the way in, just a couple of reminders. I am live on StreamYard, so you need to give lovely StreamYard permission so that I can see your comments, and I would love to see your comments. So if you are here with me live or you join me live, please go ahead and say hello in the chat. All right, so today, what are we talking about? So we're in that eighth house energy of cycles of, the whole cycle of birth to life through death. And our business has cycles as well. It transforms and grows with us. But one of the things that I often see is that we have this desire to, we forget that that's true. We think we've got to get it right out of the gate. And that puts us in this perfectionist mode of trying to figure everything out. And it doesn't give us permission to really do in our beingness, to really step into curiosity, understanding that our journey and the journey of our business is a process of discovery. So if I walk away from this conversation with nothing else than permission to not have to get it all right. And as a recovering perfectionist, that was a really hard thing for me to kind of get my head around as well. I wanted to, and I had the opportunity because the way I was still in corporate, I was gently moving myself towards the goal of moving into my business full time. And so being a recovering perfectionist, or at the time probably still more of one, in action, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this course. I'm going to get this all ready. I'm going to have all these things in place, and then I'll be ready to leave. And so I did all those things, and it didn't work. It didn't work the way I thought it was going to work because I was trying to use a formula to figure things out, and I wasn't in that full expression of discovery. I wasn't acknowledging that I really needed to deepen my understanding both of who I wanted to work with and how I wanted to be showing up and all of the things. And it's so important. So I got in my own way a lot, and it's great and fine and valuable. It was really a huge part of my journey. But I wish that I had really understood this idea that my business is going to go through a true cycle, through many cycles. And I'm going to birth things, and they may not come to fruition completely the way I thought. And I'm going to go back through that cycle. Some things will die off, some things will stay and be transformed. And so I want you to have permission to be in the process of discovery, be in the process of curiosity, so that you can really deepen your understanding of yourself, of your clients, of how you want to work with people, what works for you, what works for your clients. So I want to use one piece of this puzzle that I know gets people crazy. And it's this idea that, you're who, that you need to niche down, that you've got to, we're told you got to niche, now you got to. Now, I believe you need to have a focus. I believe you need to know who you're talking to. Otherwise, your messaging is pointless. If I can't see myself in what you're communicating, then you're not communicating with me if I'm your ideal client, if I'm that soul client. But the biggest problem I have when people get all excited about, or is when we're told you need to niche, is people start to get into that energy I was talking about of, oh my God, I got to get this right. I have to figure it out or this is going to fail. And so we get stuck there. So people will fill out all these forms, answer all the questions. What does your ideal client have for breakfast? What do they wear? Where do they shop? On and on and on. And trust me, I probably have 10 of those forms in my folders from my business development. But it didn't get me where I wanted to go because I wasn't tapped in to myself and I wasn't looking at the bigger picture here. What we need to be focused on is who is your who for now. Your who for now. And I tell my clients in soul client alignment, it's your who for now. This is who feels really resonant, who you get excited about wanting to work with, and who knows in the deepest part of themselves that you're meant to help them. That's your who. And that person's going to change. That person will not be the same who maybe a year, maybe 3, maybe 5. I don't know. Every person's journey is different. There's going to be some shift, some change of that who. I was working with a client this morning and she's really over time understanding more of who her who is so that when she shows up on a call, she's like, this is my soul client. And she knows it because she's embodied it, because she can feel it. But she didn't get there by filling out a form, by working from her head. She got there by tapping in to who she felt resonant with. And no different than our who, our how we work with people will likely shift and change over time. The more we deepen our understanding of our soul client, of ourselves, the more we know what we're meant to show up and give and share and be and do. And if we try to figure it all out from the get-go, we don't allow for this beautiful cycle to occur, for our business to go through that cycle of transformation, for things to be birthed and released, for things to be composted and rebirth a new round of beauty in our business. If there was no growth, what fun would any of this be? I mean, we're going to be stagnant. If you want to do the same thing with the same people day after day, week after week, maybe entrepreneurship isn't what you want to be doing because you're going to miss so much beauty, so much possibility when we stay right here, when we think our way through our who and our how, when we build out that signature program without working with our who, when we try to figure out our what without conversing with the people that we are supporting, we narrow our focus and we miss so much. Your business has a life cycle, just like we do as humans. I mean, think about it. You can totally take it from the perspective of your own birth to death cycle, right? I mean, we start off as an infant, we're just learning about all the things around us. We're just starting to become aware of our own being. And then we move into that toddler phase. We're starting to express ourselves truly for the first time with our newly found verbal skills. And I see this with my clients as we work through this process of uncovering their who for now and their own heart, mind, design. They start out in this phase of just testing the waters, just how do things feel? And then when they get into that, they find those verbal skills, they get into that toddler stage in their business where you're like, oh, I know what to say. I've got my words. It's so exciting. And then we become that teenager and we know so much more. This is the sticky place. This is where we can get stuck and say, I got this. I know. And we forget that this is a process of deepening your understanding all the time. So if you're a little ways along in your business and things are flowing, don't close off your mind. Continue to deepen your understanding, track the information that's coming through so that you can progress into that next phase of your business, that next transition where you're in that young adult phase, where you're really standing in your value and your power, and you're looking at what you can let go of. Now we can really be clear, like, this doesn't work for me. this does. We have more understanding of ourselves the more we move forward in our business. And then we can have that midlife crisis, throw it all out the window, and start over. But it's a beautiful thing to do this kind of composting of our business and ourselves, and to really understand that your who is a who for now, your how is a how for now. It will keep your mind open to possible. If this is my who and that's it, this brain up here is like, okay, cool, we're done. And you miss so much for yourself and your clients. You are not showing up in service if you keep that narrow focus, that narrow mindedness. Doesn't mean we're like always scanning for the next who, but we're always scanning for what's resonating, what's working for us and for our clients. That's going to shift the energy. That's going to allow you to say, oh, wow, there's that. That's really valuable. That's really important. This is something that is foundational now. So back to the beginning of the conversation, kind of wrapping this back together. I want to give yourself permission to let go of the need to get it right and to just get it right for now. To really step into the idea that if you can do in your beingness, which means that we're processing all of this through this filter. How does it feel? What was my experience? So that you can stay curious, stay open to possible, and understand that your business has cycles and is a journey all in and of itself. It's not a one and done. We put up the store, we open the door, we walk in, put up the merchandise, and that's it. No. It's a beautiful, powerful, exciting journey that unfolds with your clients, with the people that you're meant to serve, and with yourself. Because the journey of building a powerful business is the journey of deepening the understanding of yourself and your clients. So I'd love to know, where are you at with this whole idea? Did you get caught up in the niching conversation? Get freaked out by having to choose someone? And what's this feel like when I say you get to choose a who for now? I'd love to hear your comments and your feedback, and what other support you might need around this idea of the life cycle of your business and stepping into curiosity. All right, my friends, there's so much more to come on this. We are just a few weeks away from the next Heart Powered Results Summit. We just finished processing all of the interviews and pulling out the amazing trainings and actions that these amazing experts are going to share with you. And I'm so excited to bring it to you. It's just a few weeks away. I'll be talking more as we get closer. But this idea of this business as a transformational journey and experience, if you go into the summit looking at it that way, you're going to get so much out of it. All right. And if for some reason you are not on my email list, please let me know so we can let you know when the summit is coming. All right, my friends, I'm going to wish you a beautiful rest of your day. I hope that you have come out of 8-8 and Lionsgate with lots of beautiful intentions and excitement for yourself and your journey in your business, if you are in business or thinking about it. And I just want to remind you, as always, all it takes is a little bit of heart power. All right, I will see you next time. Okay, let me end the broadcast properly. StreamYard, hit the wrong button. All right, see y'all soon. Bye.